Once upon a time, in a cozy little village nestled among rolling hills and babbling brooks, there lived a young girl named Luna. Luna was a kind and curious girl, with a heart full of sunshine and a mind full of wonder. She loved nothing more than exploring the woods behind her house, where she would often spend hours building forts, watching the birds, and imagining all sorts of fantastical adventures. One sunny afternoon, as Luna was wandering through the woods, she stumbled upon an old, gnarled tree with a hollow trunk. Peering inside, she gasped in surprise. The hollow was filled with a soft, glowing light, and in the center, nestled among a bed of moss, was a tiny, sparkling star. Luna gently plucked the star from its resting place and held it in her hand. It was warm and smooth, and it seemed to pulse with a gentle energy. Luna couldn't help but smile. She knew this was no ordinary star. It was a magical star, and it was hers. As Luna held the star, she felt a strange sensation. The world around her began to blur and swirl, and the next thing she knew, she was standing in a beautiful, moonlit meadow. In the distance, she could see a shimmering castle, its towers reaching up into the night sky. Luna's heart pounded with excitement. She had always dreamed of visiting a magical castle, and now, her wish had come true. She followed a path that led through the meadow, her footsteps light and eager. As she approached the castle, Luna noticed that it was not like any castle she had ever seen before. It was made of shimmering moonlight, and its windows glowed with a soft, ethereal light. The air around it was filled with the sweet sound of music, and Luna felt a sense of peace and joy that she had never felt before. Luna reached the castle gates and stepped inside. She found herself in a grand hall, where a feast was being held. The tables were laden with delicious food, and the air was filled with laughter and conversation. Luna wandered through the crowd, her eyes wide with wonder. She saw creatures of all shapes and sizes, from fairies with iridescent wings to talking animals with wise eyes. Everyone seemed to be enjoying themselves, and Luna felt a pang of loneliness. As she was looking around, Luna noticed a group of children playing in a corner of the hall. They were laughing and chasing each other, and Luna felt a sudden urge to join in. She approached the children and asked if she could play. The children welcomed Luna with open arms, and they spent the rest of the night playing games, dancing, and telling stories. Luna had never had so much fun in her life. She felt like she had finally found her place in the world. As the night drew to a close, Luna realized that it was time to go home. She hugged her new friends goodbye and promised to see them again soon. When Luna stepped outside the castle gates, she found herself back in the moonlit meadow. She took one last look at the castle, her heart full of happiness. She knew that she would never forget her magical night at the castle in the moon. As Luna walked back through the woods, she held the star tightly in her hand. She knew that it was the star that had brought her to the castle, and she was grateful for its magic. When Luna finally reached home, she was tired but happy. She climbed into bed and drifted off to sleep, dreaming of the magical castle and her new friends. She knew that her adventure was just beginning, and she couldn't wait to see what the future held.